Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be all about who's interested in you, who's your secret admirer, who has interest in you and you probably are not aware of it. So we have 3 piles from the left to right. Pause if you need a little longer. Pick the one which calls your name the most. Now I'm gonna begin with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the card of the box, this will be your reading on who is interested in you. So, usually I go with the typical meaning of it, but I don't feel guided to read the meaning as of now. I am picking up that this might be an acquaintance or somebody that is becoming a friend of yours. So, the first word that I picked up is gym or academy or tuition. Somewhere where you're learning something or building something. It does seem like a skill that you're building or working on. There's something about your diet or something about your figure, something that this specific person finds very attractive. I just heard Taurus and Capricorn. This person could be an earth sign, or they have a square shaped face, or they have really piercing eyes, and they could dress up in like really colorful hoodies. Usually they wear like pink tones and whites, and either if not that, then they wear like all black clothes. I feel like whoever this person is, they're kind of like a deer. They portray themselves to be quite stoic, but they're actually very, very scared of, I guess, commitment or like getting close to people, and you can tell that about this person. I'm also picking up on Scorpio again. There is that piercing gaze. Ace of Cups in reverse. So this could be someone that is looking for something casual, okay? They are not emotionally available, and this could also be someone from your past that still keeps a tab on you, but I'm hearing specifically that no, it's not the person you think it is. For some of you, you have an ex-Taurus. That could be possible. We have the Empress. Yes, Taurus. Thank you. So this person could also have like a very fiery sense to them, like they flirt with you, or they kind of hide their, the candle that they have for you, the interest that they have towards you. 5 of Cups. I do feel like this person doesn't come forward because they feel like you wouldn't be that interested in them. It's like this person self-rejects. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. This could also be someone that's younger than you, 5 years younger to you, 6 years younger to you. I am going to say that they are a lot more interested in you sexually or physically than they are emotionally, because I think they don't really know you emotionally. It's not just or strictly sexual, but yeah, you're really attractive, and I'm hearing yummy, like you're a snack to this person in their eyes. I'm hearing something about, the spiritual significance of this person kind of hiding from you. Their throat chakra might be blocked, but their heart is so funny because like I'm hearing commitment issues, but it's like their heart is still open. I just heard in their fantasies. So this person could fantasize a lot about like kind of sweeping you off your feet. Which one? The second. Okay, so I have 2 cards, so you can pick 1 and 2. I don't know what message is gonna come up, but you can just pick 1 or 2. You can pick both since they're in your reading, but I'd suggest for more specific. Okay, so 1, we have Alchemist. Oh no, I don't break that easy, not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. So what they find attractive about you, don't worry if you have not figured out who this is. I'm pretty sure you will have an idea, but I do feel like for a lot of you, especially the ones that maybe chose this specific card, you might not actually figure this out, who this person is, until they make themselves known. Also because I feel like some of you, specifically the ones that chose this card, you kind of don't give a shit about like who likes you unless and until they're not like putting themselves out there in front of you. So it's not really your headache, is what I'm hearing. You don't really care about it, and that's what they find really attractive about you. Like, you don't give a shit about them. They probably do drop hints, and somebody is coming in your mind that you're thinking if it's them. Well, I'm not too sure, because there are a couple of admirers that you have, specifically the Alchemist card. And for the second one, we have the Truth, Honor, Empress, Integrity again. So, the ones that chose the second one, I'm going to tell you that the person that is on your mind is the person that is, crushing on you really bad. We have 39 and 37. So, I think that this person in the future will make a move on you, but it's going to be really small and subtle. So if you reciprocate their interest, or if somebody shows up out of nowhere, I'm going to say that don't act too pricey, or I guess, I don't know, cocky. And you have to be vulnerable enough to show your interest back, because I think that whoever this person is, whether you guess it right or not, your secret admirer is someone that gets scared really easily. So this doesn't mean that they don't have the capability to like show up in the way that you want them to, but first impressions can be very misleading sometimes. Okay, this is not to say that don't believe people, when they show you who you are, and we're not getting that deep. I'm just saying, like, people take time to open up. So don't be too quick to judge people. However, I do feel that this person, you experience a different part of every person every time you meet them. And I think that slowly by slowly, if you form a deeper bond, or you give them the chance, or you signal that you're interested in them sexually, oh, I was about to say sexually or romantically, it's a trial and error. So I feel like whatever it is, I feel like I'm rumbling too much. It's like, just be open, okay? And if you like someone, reciprocate that instead of acting cocky, because I feel like specifically the ones that chose pile one, it could be both of you. Since I'm speaking to the whole pile collectively, I do feel like you guys tend to push people away, because you have this maybe RBF, and it's not very helpful sometimes, right? Because I've been there. So that's what I'm telling you, like, show people if you're interested in them. Saboteur. So this one I'm picking up on. Oh my god. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. The shadow attribute that I've been picking up of this is induces self destructive behavior, or the desire to undermine others. I feel like you guys jump the gun, and you know, you judge people way too quickly than you should. So I guess the answer would lie in who shows up next towards you. I know this is about who's interested in you, and I'm telling you, this is someone that's kind of scared to open themselves up. And I think that the way that they're feeling something for you, I do feel like it is some sort of like spiritual connection, or like, to them, it's not natural to feel like this for someone. I guess maybe they get really tempted when they see you. So I don't completely, what I feel, it's like a budding spiritual connection, or somebody that has started developing the hots for you, but it was like quite instantly the moment they saw you. And it's like they started feeling this connection towards you, and they don't quite know what it is about you, but they find you really attractive. And that's what kind of troubles them a bit. I do pick up on self pleasuring, or it could be this inability to sleep at night because they just desire you so much. And I feel like for them, this is unnatural. And especially, your demeanor, if you don't talk to anybody, just, you kind of have this, like, I guess, boundary, or resting bitch face. I don't know, it's just something about you that doesn't allow anybody and everybody to come towards you, um, which is not good or bad. It's something that I personally do myself. And I think that if you're anything like me, it just comes from a place of protecting yourself. Like, you don't want anybody and everybody to be approaching you. It's not that you're not unapproachable. So I guess this person just needs a little bit more time to get to know you. I think that their first impressions is kind of like someone who's a bit pricey and pouty. That's what I'm really hearing. Like a pouty person, or especially a pouty female. Like, she looks very high maintenance, or just arrogant at the very least. So don't take offense over it, because that's just an assumption. They don't really know you, right? Um, and I do feel like you kind of get off the fact that people think about, you in such a manner. So we have the box number 51. I'm going to read the card now. See what it says because it's going to describe your person. 151 reduces to 7 again. It's a very spiritual number. I'm telling you, there's some sort of, spiritual intensity because it makes me feel like the feelings are not being given a space to kind of be explored because this person's heart might be closed, or they're not open to commitment, but then their heart is opening towards you. They're feeling some kind of way. So the box says cage, rules, and norms. This archetype represents everything that is known, anticipated, and expected. It holds us in a place while simultaneously holding us back from our greatest visions. It is built of a layer upon layer social constructs and pressures. Breaking through its confines requires awareness, continued effort, and bravery. There's a box around you now made of some type of confining thought. What it is, the box shifts and morphs as we grow. This is all about like limitation. If you just see, it talks about a lot of shadow work that you make this person. It's like they kind of have to do it because, but I don't think it has started yet. If this is actually anything like a real spiritual connection or a karmic one, I do feel like there are lessons to, wow, mind, conscious, and subconscious. I think the fact that they self reject is the biggest block over here. It's like even if you do have this unapproachable vibe, they just think that you would not like the person that they are inside. The reason for being who you are, what the world needs, what the world sees, and your passions. It's like this person needs more space to be themselves around you for you to really, really recognize who they are. So I'm gonna hop on to another deck and see what this person really likes about you physically. Especially, there's a lot about your legs and like boots and kinky stuff happening over here. I do feel like the chest area is what is covered in all of these images. I think that they like that you protect your heart. I know it could have been the other way around. For some of you, you are like pretty flat chested. I guess that's what I'm picking up. That's quite attractive. And they kind of imagine both of you being like two peas in a pod and getting like some supper or like some dinner, is what I'm picking up over here with the bowls and the ice cream desserts and stuff like that. I feel like if this is a person that bakes, like gets stoned, they would like to get stoned with you. Like this is the way in which they kind of bond with other people. I also feel like they think that you're a bit of a geek. I don't know, in their fantasies, if they've seen you reading a book or something like that, that's very attractive to them. I also feel like in this reading, I'm singing a little bit while I am talking. So they could find you as really sweet person if they have spoken to you, but there's like sides to it's like the main RBF is it like coexists with your personality, and I guess they're gonna, I guess they need to grow fond of it, or like they need to get acquainted with you, honestly. The Temperance, Sagittarius, so they could like your clothing sense, your fashion sense. I don't know what is clothing sense, fashion sense. They like how you dress, Sagittarius energy. You could be quite the party person or like social person. You talk. They think that the people that you make relationships with, you really want to nurture into them and you want to take care of relationships you have in your life. However, they fear that they are not like you. I don't know, where are these assumptions coming from. Now these are very optional messages. If this is an acquaintance, they obviously don't know what you're like and what your relationships are like. 6 of Cups, but they definitely see you as someone that likes to have people around. It's 10 of Cups. Yeah, it's not like they see you as a loner or like someone that's like a Debbie Downer. I just think that they see you as someone that is a bit opposite. They might be a little bit closed off again with the box, like they're in this place in their life right now. These are all phases. I'm not going to exactly label this person as an introvert or extrovert, but yeah, I'm not going to say that somebody's an introvert or an extrovert just because they don't have a lot of um friends or they don't talk to each and every person. I guess that's where both of you really like click, or you have something in common. However, I do think that this person likes that you're a little bit opposite. They are attracted to that quality within you. There's something about this person's intuition or you being a witchy, intuitive reader. That's what I've heard, like out of nowhere. And I have this card in reverse which says, nothing lasts forever. Hmm. Oh my god, there is a connection. Like, just look at the cards, as above, so below. It's like this person fears also getting attached to you. I think they jump the gun pretty often when it comes to like relationships, and they fear this being a difficult one. Yeah, I have the card of abandonment, fear, root chakra, instability, lack of self-trust. I think that the fear is quite enormous in terms of, like, I guess it really holds them back with fear and commitment. And I don't think they're just sexually interested in you, if I'm being very honest. Like, that's what I've been saying, they're very, very attracted to you, but I don't think it's just about like attraction. I do feel like this person is capable of being manipulative as well. I don't know where I just heard that from. I think this person gaslights themselves into thinking that they're not worthy of you. That's like a really shitty way to live with yourself, you know? So they are like this because, you know, their past relationship was really painful. And they still cry over what has happened to them. So this could be kind of that mentality where it's like nothing ever works out for me. I guess that's what I'm really picking up over here. I do want to hear from spirit, like if you meet somebody or they start like resembling these things that I've told you, you know, when and if this person comes forward, what do you need to know? I do feel like one thing that's very important is to hold your boundaries and always remember while introducing yourself or a new person into your life, never really forget what you've been wanting and what you sacrificed in the past that cost you a lot of your peace of mind. So that's very specific, right? It doesn't just narrow down to like run away from red flags. It's like remind yourself of the things that you know make you feel loved and how you tend to sacrifice, because it's like, you know, in your childhood when, for example, you were not given a quality time. So it's like in today's time, for me, quality time is a really important thing because I have been neglected a lot emotionally. And I realized that I am most happy when people, platonic or romantic, just pour into me. So you're not a crybaby just because, you know, you're not getting what you want. It's difficult for you, right? So when I have to constantly keep telling somebody in my life, whether it's family or friends or a romantic partner, this is what I need, and they fail to give that to me, it just means I'll never be really, you know, happy with that because I know what I want. So when you know what you want, pal number one, don't forget. If you find somebody that's incapable of fulfilling you in the way in which you need to be fulfilled, then you have to really, you know, pick a side. Is it gonna be you or them? So we have the card of resilience. Yes, advice is don't forget where you come from and what has hurt you the most. So it could be that for someone, it is, you know, quality time for you as well. You like when people pour into you and give you attention and spend one on one time with you. So you keep striving for that mostly. I am going to use my self curated oracle deck if you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from these decks that I have made. You can contact me on my email that's given down below. This is one of the 4 decks that I have. And I would be sending you messages if you tend to pick up a reading or book one with me from the one that I feel the most guided to. So this person would say, oh, do you feel the same way? Interesting, interesting. I'm working on myself. Yeah, I do feel like you are a catalyst. Like, it's like it doesn't have to be a very deep spiritual connection, but it's probably just good enough to like trigger this person into like some sort of understanding of themselves. I lied when I said I didn't have feelings for you. I feel like this person just kind of acts and pretends like they don't like you, and I wouldn't forgive you if I pulled a me on you. So I think that sometimes they mirror back this like, I don't give a, fuck kind of an energy back, like you do. That's why I probably said, like, if you want this person, then be a little bit vulnerable, excuse me, and reciprocate their interest back. I pushed you away because I don't want to get heartbroken. It's like they you pique their interest. I dream about you. I said that somebody has a difficult time just sleeping at night, right? And it's like you pique their interest quite a lot, like a shit ton a lot. And I just constantly see like somebody just, checking out the silhouette of your body, whether you're a man or a woman, they find you really attractive. And I do feel like this person has tried to imagine you naked as well. Again, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You kind of bring out their primal instinct. I consider you heavily in all that you do and all that I do. I think that, when you're around, wherever you are, workplace or something like that, it's like they think about you a lot. For somebody, both of you are like professors or teachers at the same academy or school or something like that, high school or university. I'm trying to be the one you deserve. Will you be a little bit patient with me? I think this person, like, hopes that you make a move, but they think that you're not gonna make a move simply because they see you as a little bit more girly and feminine. That's what I'm hearing. I like who I am when I'm with you. It's like in the fantasies, they really like what they're doing for you, and the way that they're showing up is a lot more masculine than they can in real life. And their masculinity, if this is a man, for example, is being limited in this box because they self reject. If a man is confident, he is going to show you in a very confident manner and assertive, and he's going to take the lead in approaching you and telling you and probably asking you out if he's that interested, right? And he's just going to be just be he's just going to take the lead. You're not going to think much, right? um I portray myself to be stoic, but deep down I get hurt very easily, so they're hiding some pain. That's what we've figured out so far, right? I really see myself settling down with you. Again, there's so much that this person is doing in their fantasy land with you. All right, so pile number one, this was your reading. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the card of the Sustainer, this will be your reading on who's interested in you. This is a strong secret admirer. I feel like a lot of you don't have an idea about who this person is. You could also be kind of like oblivious that this person is interested in you because they never really talk to you. And this is someone that may or may not have approached you. However, I'm strongly picking up on workplace or like dance classes, to be very specific. Some of you are very ethereal, mystical, and you are yourself on some social media platform, um, putting out your talents out there, or you do something that's very specific for someone. I'm also picking up on AI and finance, something about ecosystem, eco, HR, home science, psychology. You're kind of very, I guess I'm gonna say you're a bit geeky in a very sexy way, like a sexy geeky. It's just like you're, whatever it is, like whatever your quirk is, like if you're funny, if you're smart, if you're geeky, whatever it is, like people find that very attractive generally about you. We have the card letting go liberates. So this is someone that weirdly is like expecting you to make a move. um they don't quite feel very secure, or it's almost like a very small free flowing crush. It's not a very big deal, so they're okay with seeing how things go. They're okay with seeing how things pan out between the both of you. I also feel like in their personal life, they might be going through something. You know what I'm seeing in my head? When crocodiles open their mouth and birds come up to clean their teeth, they take up the residual, or the bits of flesh and shit like that. So it's like a cleansing phase going on in this person's life. I feel very strongly, and their type might be changing, and you represent something that they might have witnessed in the past, but they also feel good about you. I feel like for most of you, there is a sense of like you won't be able to understand who this is. I get a sense unless and until this person like makes it known to you. And for some of you, I'm seeing a piece of cake that you shared with this person, or there was some sort of celebration around. I'm also picking up on yogurt, whether that's frozen or just plain yogurt, Greek yogurt, hung curd. It's like I'm just trying to give whatever that I'm picking up, because a lot of people are going to be watching this. And if you see something that resonates, you'll be able to understand who this is. We have the source in reverse. So, again, this is a very hidden, secret admirer. I'm also seeing ribbons, like bows in the shape of ribbons, or like on the Christmas tree, or just bows on the back of your back of your phone case. I'm picking up on iPhone phone case, like a charm bracelet as well, a charm bracelet with yin and yang. So random, but yeah, I'm picking up on a psychic reader themselves. So I'm gonna pull out an archetype and see if we get anything more about this person. I do feel like I will have to like say a lot of random things and describe their physical features. For a lot of you, this is a tall guy, a man. He's a tall guy. To be very specific, I guess I would say he is above 5'11", and to be very precise, some of their heights could be around 5'7". Specifically, if this is a man, I'm not talking about their sexual preference, I'm just talking about a man. This person could be a Pisces, this person could be a water sign, this person could be fire sign. So this person could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or they could be Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, respectively, right? So I don't think this person is right now very outgoing despite the holiday season or whatever it is. For some of you, you're going to be watching this during the autumn. We have the card Martyr. So, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or cause. Shadow is addiction to self pity. Again, I pick up a very strong workplace environment, and I feel like this person might be your boss or manager's favorite, or the total opposite, and your boss or manager might really dislike this person. Again, very, very specific. So, I'm going to read about the sustainer, see what is coming up for you. I do feel like this might be more of just like I guess just for you. I don't think it's related to this person exactly. So this is peacemaker and preserver. The second archetype in the trio of existence works behind the scenes, tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm, and the mouth fed, sweetly fed. Okay, what I already pick up is some sort of feminine essence. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to archive, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact. That's what I've been picking up, something about the ecosystem. Their tasks aren't glamorous, therefore, sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. Yeah, this gives me the energy of like a provider or protector, like men that genuinely do a lot for their family, and they sacrifice their own happiness because they're looking after the family, and they take up the role naturally of the head of the family. Sometimes they make a lot of sacrifices that are not really seen, or they don't really tell that these are the sacrifices they're making. And I think that this situation is definitely pointing out two things. One of them could be that this person is really maturing up, and my demographic is consistent of a lot of women, so you can see how this goes for you. But I do get a sense for the women, this is a man or a person that makes you feel very feminine, so you would probably start getting clues now about who this is and what this person is like, because when you talk to them you feel quite feminine. Even though they're hiding their feelings or whatever they're doing, it's like they know exactly what they're doing. So if they're not coming up towards you, there is a reason for it. Maybe they're not that serious, or maybe they don't have the time for a relationship, or whatever it is. It's like it does give me this energy of like being quite conventional. And if you're the man, this is how this person or this female sees you, and they tend to feel very feminine around you. So it could be that they start giggling, or it's just like how they sow into your femininity. They're not exactly taking from you. And I think that this is also symbolizing someone that is again growing up quite a lot after maybe a rough teenage, breaking into bloom, time, liberation, understanding. Sometimes you will break before you bloom. So both of you somewhere at a spiritual or vibrational level are a match. At this point you might be purging a lot of wounds, therefore you don't feel like meditating or being very religious or spiritual at this point. And I feel like whenever I encounter such a phase where I'm just really deep in the shadows, it depends person to person, but I don't like to fixate too much upon meditating. However, I do indulge in praying for my own safety because of the emotions that I'm going through. But I guess I would say that if you don't feel like doing a lot or just praying, it's completely fine. These are just flow states of life. So maybe journaling helps you, or maybe nothing, and maybe screaming helps you, or maybe crying helps you. But you are purging something, the both of you, at your own separate ends. And what is calling you towards each other, or why this person is drawn to you, is because maybe somewhere there is a lesson involved for them, because they're attracted to something about you, right? Who's interested in you means that they're attracted to something about you in their mind or in their heart, right? And because they're attracted to a part of you, it means that there is a part of them that seeks liberation. So perhaps it could be the fact that you are yourself, or you are a lot more feminine, or you have embraced your feminine energy. You allow yourself to blush, to giggle, to be in love, to be a little bit lighthearted. And maybe this person's life has been a bit different, and they don't quite allow themselves to just they don't allow themselves to just like be free. I think this person is very structured. Again, we do have the box over here, which wasn't the first pile as well. I feel guided to show you. This is also about like caged up mental patterns. That's what I'm picking up. But this is not, I'm saying that they're dissimilar, they're similar to pile number one, because this person seems like the one you're dealing with does have some real life responsibilities, not just self-imposed. But life is teaching them a different perspective due to their own burdens. And this person might be really close to their mother. They just feel very responsible for the happiness of the woman in their life. They do understand these softer parts of life and feminine energies, basically. I do feel like the universe is communicating with them. Maybe not about you, but I guess, when you're attracted to someone, you're attracted to qualities that they have. So something about you is a lot more free. You don't really put yourself on the line to make others feel comfortable as often as they do. And their self-worth might be tied to how well of a provider they are, or how well they can do in the future. I don't know why the cards are just not speaking. So we have yin energy and Venus. Yeah, this person struggles to receive, The keywords that is being highlighted is patience and find value. It's like this person is trying to find their own self-worth through this process with you, through this interaction, or just their, secret, I guess I'm gonna say, secret admiration for you. What intrigues them about you? There's something about, you might also be attracted to them, or you're curious about them if you have not understood who this is. It's not a very big crush or something, it's just you pique my interest kind of an energy. I do keep hearing Taurus in my head. We have the divine in reverse, and we have the judgment in reverse. Libra energy, Venus is here quite strongly, and then we did pick up on Taurus. The divine for me is about perseverance, and sometimes they lack the focus. Again, do you see how these cards are like trying to channel from the source? So I think that whatever they're going through is helping them connect with the reality or the truth of their divine blueprint, however you'd like to say that, or their intuition, or what really would make sense to them and what would make them happy. Um, I think it's possible that they have sleepless nights regardless of, I guess, their crush on you. This could have been an ex as well, is what I'm hearing, like a proper ex. Someone that you had labels with or you were committed to in for a really long time. And they tend to think of you, they miss you. And it's possible that for a lot of you, there are two people. One of them is your ex, and one of them is this crush situation, okay? And if there is somebody in your mind, I'm hearing from spirit, that you see and you have a crush on them, and you wonder if they have a crush on you. Yes, they do. So a lot of crushes going on over here, a lot of attraction, a lot of lucky, a lot of just looking at each other. A lot of, I think that both of you look at each other when the other one is not looking around. Especially this person, I'm not sure if you are into them. I don't really get that. I'm not sure. So this is pour into others overflowing cup, healthy self-esteem. So this person, I guess something about the vibes matching. Again, it was about frequency. I think they're attracted to you because something about, you and your demeanor or your body language or your vibe just feels like theirs as well. So it could be a feeling of like, I know you from somewhere, or like, I think, we'd get along really well. But they're not actively thinking about approaching you. That's one thing that really baffles me and confuses me. Unrealistic. So they might think that this connection or their infatuation perhaps is very unrealistic. I'm seeing 555. I think that this dynamic is going to be changing in the future. Solve, repair. I think they're just repairing their relationship with themselves. Oh, this person might have like stalked you, and there is curiosity, right? You pique their interest. That's what I'm saying. Again, good intentions, generous. So I feel like when I say that this person is quite conventional, I do think, oh yeah, changing beliefs. Again, they're going through some sort of change and like internal change. I'm gonna say that. Positive, I said perspective. Thank you, spirit. Frequency, good energy. So this person is like actively trying to maneuver some sort of energy and like alchemize something that has been bothering them in their own life. And it does talk about receiving and understanding that, they also deserve to receive. They could be mid 20s, 30s, 40s. I don't think more than that. This person could be athletic or quite sporty, or just they could look quite, athletic, and like they go to the gym or they take care of their body. I am infinite. This person does like food, is also what I'm hearing. I think that for you over here, if you're not understanding who this is, but for a lot of you, you've been eyeing this person yourself. Again, a lot of mixed messages, so bear with me. I think that for you, it is important to stay focused on yourself till the time somebody gives you a good enough reason to put that focus away from you or share that light with them, spotlight. And I think that this person has not come forward, and you should take your energy where the other person is bringing it to light. I know it's an innocent crush, but you seem like a little bit prone to getting stuck in your own fantasies, thinking about what if and what could and what not. So that's what I'm really hearing for a lot of you. Earth energy in reverse. Again, Taurus, well, Capricorn, you tend to get a little bit ungrounded in your own um Fantasyland reincarnation. This could be a karmic lesson for you, or it could be playing out from a past life where you tend to get, like, the word I'm hearing is limerence. It doesn't have to be that extreme to define it by a psychological term, but I do feel you get a little obsessive. It's like sometimes, when we don't have something to focus upon, or a person, and we've craved a genuine connection for a really long time, we make up things, or we develop ideas in our head about who they're going to be, and when they're not exactly what they thought, what we thought or we built up in our mind, and this happens to everyone, so I'm sure you can understand what I'm saying. It's like it's really disappointing when you start to get to know someone who they really are. So ground yourself in this energy and don't make too much assumptions of like how romantic this person could be just because they're showing up in a provider energy. And I'm not being pessimistic. I just feel like this is the real advice you need, because you tend to get really you tend to like get carried away. That's the best way I can put it. Nine of Pentacles, yes, like keep focusing on yourself. Two of Wands, don't plan what's gonna happen. Like don't think and plan and guess where this is gonna go and who's it gonna be and are they gonna come forward and when they're gonna do that. Like that's honestly none of your business. I know it is in your business, but it's none of your business. So I'm going to use my channeled self-curated oracle deck to see what this person would like to say to you. I have 4 decks, and if you wish to get a few messages from this or book a personal reading, information is given down below. I have about 4 of these self-curated oracle decks, and if you book a reading with me, I would pick the one which I feel the most guided to, that will give you the most accurate messages. I want to ask you out. Yeah, they do think about it. Not again. Yeah, this is like, I'm telling you, like it's like it's confusing because I feel like it's just the space that they're in their life. They keep going back and forth, and I don't honestly feel a lot of emphasis on wanting to talk to you or like ask you out right now or take it outside where it is. I wouldn't forgive you if I pulled a me on you. I'm not sure how this fits here. The card is there, so it could be about your ex. No card comes out by mistake. I don't think you will like me for who I am. This is a rejection or unworthiness wound surfacing for them. So it could be that they're not talking to you because subconsciously they're driven by this feeling that you're too good for them or you're out of their league, and that's probably the reason why they don't even think about approaching you. I'm trying my best. So I actually do feel like, this person is a good person and they have good intentions, but you still gotta stay grounded in reality. That's what I keep feeling the need to say. I'm gonna use the other deck. I'm trying to be the one you deserve. Will you be a little bit more patient with me? Since this is an acquaintance or someone you haven't spoken to, I do translate it as the fact that I'm trying is here from 2 decks. It's like this person is really trying to kind of hold it down for themselves, hold the fort down. Oh, again, this is about like, do you see the synchronicity? When I feel like I've shown too much, I pull back. I'm scared to be taken advantage of, and I don't think you will like me for who I am. Both of them, you know, um, they have this common denominator of fear of being seen. That's what I'm seeing. I know that I've met my match, but somewhere they also feel like, um you are their match, even though they feel like you're out of their league. So that's very funny. This could be intellectual match. I do feel the need to see a little bit of like physical attributes that they find attractive, or if it's about them. I'm picking up on Scorpio and I'm seeing like really big biceps on a man. So we have strength. I think they could really like your hair, or when you're just being a little messy, like whatever you're doing, it's not like you're trying to be sexy with it. This is Leo energy, but it's like you're trying to get some shit done and you're struggling a little bit with it, and they see you and they find that like so hot and steamy, or just like when you're doing your own thing, you're not paying attention, this person tends to look at you. They do fantasize about kissing you and like kind of grabbing you, whatever the kink calls them to do. There are sexual fantasies, and again, if you look at this guy, he's like giving her the side eye when she's just not looking. So I do feel like this person notices you a lot more than you'd know. For some of you, you are a bit creeped out about it, and I did talk about like good biceps over here. We have the Two of Cups again. There's a lot about like getting onto each other. And I feel like the energy of self-pleasure is definitely there. It's like if they when they think about you, they're like over a drink and they just blow some steam off. So much so about the biceps and a sword that they've kept aside. It's like they want to connect with you sometime when they're just not talking to you, and I don't think it's strictly sexual. It's kind of like they want to just get it out. I feel like because they're so pressurized in their own day-to-day life, there's like so much sexual frustration. There's like a need or a desire to receive pleasure rather than to just keep doing for other people. That's where I'm seeing their psychology or their mind working at. It's like this person just wants a break, and they want something fun and steamy. And again, I feel like it's not just sexual, but you never really know. I don't think they see you like that, but yeah, there's definitely an emphasis on having fun with you and like this made up chemistry, or they kind of feel it. I'm not sure. I think that if now you find this person looking at you, might be, I think it will validate you a lot more than you realize, because they find you so attractive and desirable, since you've pinned it down, if you have pinned it down who this is. Okay, so that's what I have. Pile number 2, leaving it here. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know when I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the kiss. So this will be your reading. One of the first things that I hear immediately is this is someone that you actually know. There's a pair of hands, the crescent moon. So this could be that I do feel like this is an ex or someone that you've been involved with. It is a secret because they keep their feelings very, very hidden and kind of suppressed for you, okay? I guess the first person that comes to your mind, or the second, it could be them. That's what I'm hearing. I feel like a lot of you connecting with me were divinely guided. So this could be that you are visiting my channel for the first time, or you're watching a reading, or participating with me in the energies for the first time. Or this could be that you are a returning subscriber, but there's just this energy of like something very destined. It's like that's the energy that I feel through this reading. Something is going to change its course. It could be that for better or worse, but the kiss is also significant of the fact that this has already happened. That's what I feel. We don't kiss and tell kind of an energy. It's like you or this person could have had a kiss. You or this person could have had a little moment, okay, something that was probably unfinished, or something that always felt difficult, or something that never really came to a full circle, somebody that you didn't get to experience what a real commitment is like with, okay. So we have the shadow attribute of Prince. This says using power for self aggrandizement. So this could be someone that comes across very cocky. This could be someone that comes across as they don't have feelings for you. The light attribute is romantic charm and potential for power. This could also be someone that knows that you have had interest in them, or you have liked them, or you have wanted them, or you miss them. Um, this is someone that actually, I think I'm gonna let you in on a secret. As arrogant as they come, they are very possessive about you, is what I'm hearing. Whoever is connecting with me, you could be a Scorpio. You could have a Scorpio stellium. You could have Leo in 7th house. You could have Libra in 3rd house. Mars and Pluto, 7th house. So I am picking up on drastic changes taking place in your love life at this point. So it could be that there's not anything or major that is happening in your physical reality due to in your love life due to due to spiritual changes. My bad. I think the concept or the changes that are taking place are so minute yet so concrete that you're not able to really spot on what is going on, because everything seems a bit I'm gonna say gloomy or misty or confusing or just unsure. And right now I'm hearing that your batteries, so to speak, are being recharged. So basically you are replenishing your own cup at this moment. Romance in reverse. So we have romance, it is a sacred power, let it come to me this hour. 23 reduces to 5 again. 5 is a huge number for change, and then you have a lot of 7 over here. We have 5 again. 41 reduces to 5. Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. Do you see how this woman is like writing something now? She's scripting her life. So you had been thinking about how you want your romantic life to be like, and I see that your type has been changing off lately, whether you recognize this or not, but it has been. And for a lot of you, you are actually getting ready to settle down, or your frequency is rising to a level where you only entertain people that are serious and can commit. And this is not to take away from maybe the fears that you have, or the fears that your future person may have in this current moment. It's because you are transmuting to that greater version of you. Success, yeah. So it doesn't matter how you really feel right now. That's what I want to tell you. Whatever you've been asking for, whatever you desire for yourself, is actually going to happen. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. It's like you might have a state of mind that you've adapted to right now in this moment when I am talking to you. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you do find it, that's what I feel the need to say. I keep feeling the need to say that you were guided to this reading, and there is something that I am supposed to let you in on, and that is that it doesn't matter where you are and how you really feel in this moment. There is something that you wrote, there is something that you planned for yourself that is actually in momentum. It is moving in that direction. So, since we're done with the reassurance part of this, which is always guided, sometimes we don't even know that we need such reassurance, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, we have non-action. This is about non-action, the art of non-action, allowing things to be as they are. Right now you can't exactly see why things are playing out the way they are, but they are happening exactly the way they need to be. And somebody from your past is thinking about you and often thinks about returning back to you, and it's possible they might return back physically, not energetically, physically. So it could be that they want to talk to you, it could be that they're manifesting you so much, This person is hiding that bouquet that they want to give. And I feel like you know who it is. This is someone you could have had a lot of passion with. This is someone that you felt very physically connected with, okay? Person asked about. You felt very physically drawn. It could be crazy off the charts chemistry with this person. However, I do feel like mentioning this is not the ex you've been in a relationship with. This is someone that you had an almost something kind of situation. Again, it's not a situationship either. It's very confusing because there are so many labels for being in a relationship with someone not having that label, right? But if you experienced like a 3 year plus relationship with someone, that's not the person that I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone that's, maybe you can say, on and off, or maybe you can say that you never really completely invested in the connection. Not the one that was your karmic, okay? Spiritual depravity, disempowered runner. So this person is coming back because they don't feel, well, good enough in their own life. I'm gonna say that you are a light in this person's life, so they almost like come back whenever they feel a little bit low or they feel alone in life. I feel like that's when this person comes back whole in the soul. So this is something that I use those words specifically to identify a void. So this person uses you or the other person in their life to fulfill a void that they feel, that comes from a mother wound of not being completely or fully nurtured, okay? And completely over here, I think it refers to the iceberg, tip of the iceberg of what and how lonely they feel at the end of the day. And this person is going through a spiritual awakening or a change themselves. See, we have Libra and 9,000. 9,000 is all about spiritual growth, and then Libra is all about romantic relationships, equality, fairness, harmony, consideration. And I think that the sixth house, speaking from the back, Virgo, it is about, I think this person wants to give this connection another chance. If you're connecting with this person could be quite fair. This person could be average height. They don't have to be very, very tall, whatever average suits you. This person could be a Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. This person could be quite flamboyant. This person could like to be what's the word, in the limelight. This person could get a lot of attention. This person could seek a lot of attention. This person could have prominent teeth, bunny teeth, or maybe crooked teeth, something about the teeth. They could also have yellow teeth because they smoke a lot, is what I'm hearing. This person could have a mole on their lip. This person could have a mole on their chin. This person could have a mole on their neck. Like, I'm seeing the chin and the neck area. This person could have a tattoo behind their ear. This person could have tattoos on their fingers. If they're a woman, I see an hourglass figure. So it's a lot of things, right? I'm just throwing random things that I'm hearing from Spirit as a confirmation as to how you could identify who this person is, because they are seriously or have been seriously invested in you. This person could be a childhood friend. This person could be a 10-year-old relationship, like a platonic one. This person could be a long lost love, is what I'm also hearing. So somebody that's really, kind of like not a dead relationship, but something that is trying to revive itself. It's coming back around because of spiritual reasons in your life. That's why I keep hearing that this reading is very powerful for whoever finds it, because it's going to start changing its course of nature. You might start thinking about them. You might start considering certain things. We have the second house in reverse, and this connection comes in for the both of you to learn about self-worth. And this has been about it before. I don't think this is someone that has hurt you. I don't think this is someone that has misled you. I don't think this is someone that has cheated on you. I don't think this, I'm going to say that there might have been a little bit of toxicity between the both of you, because you were coming from a default mode. And I don't expect the both of you to be perfect always, right? So it's understandable that both of you might have unintentionally hurt each other in small little ways. But I don't think this was a full-blown toxic relationship. That's what I feel. And I feel like both of you have really poured into each other in whichever way you can. It's like maybe this person used to bring things for you, maybe this person used to just lend an ear to listen to your problems. This person could have been like a friend, to you. 11th house, this person was a confidant, this person was or has been your well-wisher, is what I'm hearing. So they're still interested in you, and it could be that before they were not that interested in you romantically, but off lately they've been thinking about what a catch you are. Or it could be that before you weren't like this. Wisdom, yes, number 7 is so important. It could be their birth date, it could be yours. Number 5 or 23 could be as well. I think that the both of you have really grown. For some of you, it's possible that you don't resonate with the reading moving forward, and maybe it's possible that some messages in the beginning were for you. Because I do see this message, narrowing itself down to a very specific kind of a reading. So it could be, it's like you have to kind of pick and choose your messages that you get along the way. I'm hearing the song Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart. I love that song. I would have sang it for you, but I kind of have a little bit of a cold. Healing, yes. Candle flame, burn this hour, bring to me your healing power. So I'm gonna say both of you might be karmic soulmates. Okay, it's like you come into each other's life at different points when you need something to heal. It's like your relationship is never ending, and it's one that is very strong, and something that I am not going to um demean it by saying it's karmic, not because of the way I view karmic, but because of how a lot of people view karmic. It's like they think that it's trashy to have a karmic soulmate, but you don't realize that how much maybe this person's soul loves you and yours loves theirs, that the both of you just chose each other and you were like, this lifetime as well, we're gonna help each other, because I love you unconditionally. So I don't see it as a bad thing. Abundance, yeah, it's like it's the perspective, pile number 3, it's the perspective that you have thinking about a karmic relationship. It doesn't have to hurt, it's just your perspective, the way you think. It's like this person's soul absolutely loves you and adores you, um and it's only here to make your life easier, honestly. I do feel like for some of you, you might be a little bit bummed out knowing that this is a karmic soulmate coming in your life. But the thing is, it's a very fruitful relationship for the both of you. And I think that the energies that are trying to make its way back are actually energies, not just this person. They want to make place in your physical reality. This is not that connection where it can't succeed in the future. I also feel the need to say that. It's like if you get past the karmic energies, it is, it's a free world. It is. So you can actually end up with each other. Jupiter, yes, that's what I'm saying. I do feel like this person, there's this energy. You know what I'm gonna say? It's like a spark of light. It's like it's like literally like this, and I picked this lighter up because it has been dying out a little bit, and it's not because there isn't gas in it. If you look at it, do you see that? It's like it took a couple of tries, and it still does. This person comes in your life to give you more life. That's how pure the nature of your connection is. And I think a lot of people tend to confuse what karmic relationships are, because there are ones that are extremely toxic, and there are ones that are here only to collect your debt from a past life, and then there are ones that just reunite every lifetime after lifetime to help you elevate. They don't actually do things to hurt you. These are people that are part of your soul tribe. So people, I think, because they experience really toxic relationships, when they struggle to face or meet the needs of their own um, emotional body, then they start relating with karmic relationships as really bad. And I understand, because I've been through one of those. But it's like there is a different type of karmic bond that you share, which is not so karmic, but it's actually like it accentuates somewhere, or it accelerates, yes, my bad, it accelerates your growth exponentially. And those are the types of people that are actually your well-wishers in nature. So I think this is the one that is like a well-wisher. I don't think this is the one that's like making you cry. That's not what I see. This is not the type of person that wants to hurt you. This is the type of person that will kind of like, cut the leg before the poison spreads out. If any of you has seen that viral clip of Tom Hardy, where they're like, just cut it off before it poisons your whole body. So what would this person like to say? That's what I want to know, because this is really up in the air. It's like a little spark that is also reigniting in this person, thinking about coming back to you. So we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Again, this person tends to come back when, they feel a little bit lonely in their life. When they feel, and they had this emotional bond with you, which was not just physical. That's why they tend to come back. Knight of Pentacles. What they really would like to tell you is that I've always envisioned a real home with you. I've always envisioned something very real with you. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. I have never really been able to move on from you. Sometimes I do check up on your social media. I think that you gave me a lot of inspiration, a lot of light. I think you gave me a lot of inspiration. You gave me some energy, a purpose to move. That's what I'm picking up, pile number 3. This person kind of gets off your own light. And I think the timing never really matches up in this connection. For some reason, like both of you are somewhere in a different place whenever you meet each other. It's like when the other one wants a relationship, the first person is somewhere else. And when the first person wants a relationship, the second person has moved on somewhere else. It's kind of like a timing. You know how they say, I don't know where I've heard this, it was probably in a Bollywood movie, I don't know. They say that for love, oh no, it wasn't in a Bollywood movie, I don't know. It's like you need, when you have either chemistry or connection, you just need timing. And then timing's a bitch. I butchered that, but you get my point, right? It's like that type of a connection that I'm picking up. 10 of Swords. But the ending of it has weighed heavily on both of you. And I think this person has a lot of times just thought about cleaning up their act for you. But what I feel about this energy is like it never really lasts concretely between the both of you. It's like some sort of unfinished symphony that keeps on going on and on. You both are like parallel lines, you're always together, but you never really meet. That's right here. The Seeker, all seeing eye, spirit release. Could you surrender just a bit more? 36. So don't fight the connections. Never ever fight your feelings for whoever this person is. Or anybody else for that matter. Always allow yourself to feel whatever you feel in whichever state of being you are, whichever phase you are in life. You don't have to be perfect. If you feel like you want to give it another shot, that's completely fine. Don't think that the universe is testing you. And if you feel like you don't want to include yourself or, let this person back in, that's also fine. Everything is completely up to you. There is no right or wrong decision. And I hope you recognize that while I say karmic soulmate. It's like people really need to lay off, the intensity of how that prejudice tends to work towards such labels. So we have the Judge, and the light attribute is balancing justice and compassion, managing fair distribution of power. So I do feel like these things, and the advice is definitely to approach it the same way you would have before you had this information, because now maybe you are in on a secret that this person still desires you, and it can lead you to become a bit cocky, like, hey, you're back because you need me. There's no need for that. If you simply can't, how they say, if you can't be nice, just don't say anything. And I do feel like it's going to bring out some feelings of, I guess, injustice or unfairness within you. Like, oh, this person has always shown me the cold shoulder. Like, why should I not give that back to him, back to them? Because that's not who you really are. It completely depends upon how you actually want to approach the situation, not how you think they have treated you or they will be treating you. Be authentic to how you really feel. By that, I mean that if then you still feel angry, if then you still want to confront them, if then you still feel like coming from a place of love, that is authentic to you. But acting the way you think they are going to act towards you is not authentic to you. I hope that makes sense. So if this situation, for example, makes you still want to approach them with love, that is authentic to you. But if this situation makes you feel like you want to show them the cold shoulder because the last time you spoke to them they gave you that, that is not authentic to you. So we have harvest as the ways. Oh my god, why am I having a lisp right now? As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let me work now, bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my oil. I kind of feel like the energy channeling is so strong. My body is not really matching up with the level of information I'm getting. This is again 43 reduces to 7. Do you see the amount of 7s we're getting over here? And 36 reduces to 9. So this is the opening up of third eye with the crying. So it's like you're gonna feel a bit bad about the situation perhaps coming back, and that's what I've been trying to console you about, that there's nothing wrong or you're not unsafe in this situation. I hope you completely recognize that when I say that you're not alone. I do want to read the kiss. What was the kiss about? Since I had my interpretation, but I didn't get to really read the meaning of the card. 185. 185. So that is what, 14 reduces to 5 again, number of change. So the kiss, the touch, the chemistry, the sex. Yeah. It's like if you just look at this card, it's very self-explanatory. It's like you can tell. And with the dots, I am getting these sensations that you tend to get, perhaps when you get an orgasm, or you just get this feeling of softness when you feel like you're with the right person in the moment. You feel safe with them to give your body to them, and that's how intimate I think your connection with them was and has been. It's like it's one of safety. It's one of, when you remove the shadow attribute, it's just one, like, these connections are very rare, and you're lucky to have experienced them in whichever shape or form they tend to come for you. It's very powerful, right? So the archetypal energy of kiss is a heightened sensation of merging with one another, of letting in what was moments ago separate to become one. See, that's what I feel. Your spiritual energy is coming together again to resolve something that may or may not have been blocking you from moving forward in life. The kiss takes a non-human form. It may be experiences touching sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. The kiss by cold chills and awakening of the heart. This is what it's like. This person's connection with you takes you to a little deeper dive within yourself. It's never really about the other person that we're experiencing. It's about the love that we feel when we connect with them and we make the other person special, right? So how they say that it's never really about them, it's just about the way you view them, and you made them very, very beautiful, right? So that's what I see this connection being all about, and this person also viewing you the same way, like the way that they love you and the quirks that they love you with, and the way that they see you and the energy that you give them, or this inexplainable draw that they feel towards you, is all a reflection of the beauty that they have within themselves, and their need to crave your light is also just indicating how they can get that back to themselves, or give themselves that energy, right? It's about life force, and all of us have that. So I'm going to use my self-curated oracle deck. I have 4 of them, and you can book a reading with me to get messages from this or any other readings that I offer, services that I offer. I have 4 of them, and whenever and if you do book a reading with me, I will pick the one which I feel the most guided to send you messages from. All information is given down below. So let's see. I feel like this person, if they're a man, they could have a full beard. I feel much safer in the purity of love because of you. It's because you have the selfless quality when it comes to this person. You don't really want much. You want their presence. And there's a possibility that this person has been wanted for what they have, especially monetary success. I'm reparenting myself. I'm learning what doesn't serve me. I can't bear the pain of being apart from you. That's what I keep hearing. This person is being taught how to regenerate that energy or life force from themselves, within themselves, find that energy. amongst all three piles, of course yours was the one which was a lot deeper, because I think that you already have a pre-established connection. That's why it's not surface level. It's not just about the looks aspect of it. And I can understand, it's like the pros and cons of the situation. I consider you heavily in all that I do, and I keep hearing it is the person that is coming to your mind after all particulars that I have described. Life is difficult right now, but I'm strong enough to handle these changes by myself. By myself. I think that this person is somewhere finding the strength. I'm learning how to love. See, it's like the synchronicity in this specific reading has been off the charts. How the cards are aligning is I'm learning how to love myself better. I'm doing things that make me happier. So a lot of what was taught is ripping itself away. Also through the reflection of you, that's what I really want to say. The way this person sees you, yeah, you are all that I wanted and ever I could better than I could have asked for. It's like what I said, that you're a catch and they did not see you like that before. I regret pushing you away. I don't intend to self-sabotage. It feels safer in silence. I do feel like this is someone that is kind of like a um they're kind of like passing by in your life. I don't feel like this person is meant to stay in your life. That's just what I feel. It doesn't have to be true for you, but that's how I feel. This is the energy of someone that comes and goes in your life and is like an accelerator in your journey. That's what I pick up, okay? So, pile number 3, this was your reading. I'm gonna leave it here. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye.